Now, I have talked about, takeovers or sideshows, or if you want to call it spinning. I guess that's what they call it in Indiana, spinning. But for real car enthusiasts like myself, I don't condone any of this. Like, I don't want it. It sets a bad reputation on any sort of modifications that you may want to do to your vehicle. Even if you're not engaged in any of these activities, you're going to be looked at a certain way if your car is modified. They'll be like, hey, it's one of those guys that be, participating in street takeovers or whatever, So the fact that we've seen countless times where different states, I've covered Florida, now I'm covering Indiana, California multiple times, where states are cracking down on it, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like Florida institute this new legislation to help combat that. Like the first time that you get caught in Florida, they'll give you a fine, not less than 500, but not exceed 1,000. But your license is also suspended for 1 year. And then obviously, if you get caught again, the penalty goes up as well as your license suspension as well too. You may lose your license for a really long time, and that could be bad for you, especially if you need to go get groceries or whatever, and you might end up getting arrested for it too because you're driving without a license, a suspended license, and it's just opening up a whole different cans of worm and making your life miserable when you could have just stay your ass at home and not participate in any of these shenanigans. But anyway, let's go ahead and cover the article from Indiana. All right, so here we are. Indiana police arrest 40, recover over 80 stolen cars from dangerous spinning events. I guess they call them spinning, but if you're in the car community, it's usually called like sideshows or takeovers where they take over a whole street or parking lot. But most people that I know that do the car meets, just hanging around, hang out, check each other's cars, which I have done, or I have went to several of them, and we didn't have any of these shenanigans. Especially if you are part of a car group on Facebook or wherever, and you guys meet. Usually the location is in public because you don't want people showing up that you don't want there specifically, especially if you're in certain groups where certain cars are involved. For me, I think I'm part of the SoCal Type R group. But you also need to provide your VIN and your, like that specific numbers to join the group in order so they know you have a Type R. Now, I'm all for this. I'm all for harsh penalties when it comes to this because these motherfuckers are not gonna learn when you are just a slap on the wrist. No, fuck that. They need to get some fucking jail time. All right, throw some years out there. Throw some probation. Give them a felony. I don't give a fuck because we don't want these kind of people in our society, especially in the car community. And this person said it pretty good. I think I 100% agree with them. This is Indie Hood Rats Car Club owner Jacob Ross. And what he says here, I 100% agree with him. A lot of car enthusiasts do not approve, do not like those kind of events, takeovers, spinnings, or whatever you want to call them, sideshows. They're just bad news. People get hit at them. They start doing donuts. People gather in a circle. Sometimes they bring out gasoline, set things on fire. It's ridiculous and it's unsafe. And I 100% agree with them, man. I've seen people get hit in those sideshows. I've seen people's property get damaged. I've seen a lot of things going on in these sideshows. People get killed. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? So, the cops are going to go heavy on it. And unfortunately, the people that are suffering are the people that have nothing to do with any of this. because now they're just gonna be cracking down and pulling people over if you have a modified vehicle, modified exhaust. If your exhaust is too loud, especially here in the state of California, they will pull you over like this. Before, they can kind of let these kind of things slide, but now, fuck no, man. That's why when I'm driving my Type R, I let off the gas, or just have it where the car isn't that loud, because my car is a little a little loud. It's a little louder than 95 decibels, but you know, I just make sure to behave when the cops are around. But anyway, let me know about what you think about this whole situation. I think that harsher penalties needs to be enforced in order for it to stop people, because these motherfuckers are not learning. They're still doing this shit, and it's obviously spreading like wildfire. It's spreading as fast as that stupid Cadillac converter being stolen fast. But anyway, make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you next one.